Welcome to the grammar section of the Russian from the Heart online music marathon. In this video, we're going to discuss three major topics. We're going to talk about the usage of instrumental case after the verb to be. Then we will discuss imperatives. And the last topic is collective numerals. This song is a great example of the rule to be followed by instrumental case. So this is the phrase you have to remember really well. Whenever you say the verb to be, physically say it, you have to put the noun that follows into the instrumental case. For example, he wanted to be a doctor. Он хотел быть врачом. Or she wanted to be a teacher. Она хотела быть учителем. Or учительницей. Or he will be an engineer. Он будет инженером. She will be a flight attendant. Она будет стюардессой. So it ends in ой. The endings for instrumental case are im for adjectives, ем for nouns, for masculine and neutral, and ой, ей for both adjectives and nouns in feminine. And please pay attention that the verb to be has to be physically pronounced. So you can only use instrumental case if you say he wanted to be, or he wants to be, or he will be. If you only want to say I am a doctor or a teacher, you will use just nominative case. Я учительница, он врач, etc. The verb to be is not the only one that is followed by instrumental case. I would recommend you to memorize three that come together: быть, стать и работать. To be, to become, to work as. Он хочет быть врачом. He wants to be a doctor. Он хочет стать врачом. He wants to become a doctor. Or он хочет работать врачом. He wants to work as a doctor. I would also want to remind you the pronouns in instrumental case. In this music video, we have со мной, with me. С is the preposition that requires instrumental after it. So please remember that я becomes мной, со мной, ты с тобой, он с ним, она с ней, мы с нами, вы с вами, они с ними. Now we are going to discuss the imperative. Imperative is a command that you give to another person. To form imperative in Russian, you have to conjugate a verb to the third person plural, to the they form. For example, читать. Они читают. Then you cut the ending. In our case, it's ют. And if you end up having a vowel as the last letter, as чита, then you have to attach y after that. Читай, read, читай. Or if you speak to one person politely or to a group of people, you will say читайте. You will attach те, читайте. If you conjugate a verb to the they form, drop the ending and end up having a consonant as the last letter. For example, as in the word писать. Они пишут. So we drop the ut, we have пиш. In this case, we will attach и to the end. Пиши, write, пиши. Or пишите, if you speak to one person politely or to a group of people. Some verbs form imperative using the third way, just the soft sign. We're going to use the soft sign if, when you drop the ending, the base will end in a consonant, and if in the ya form, the stress was on the stem, not on the ending. For example, готовить, to cook. Готовят. We drop the ят, so we have готов. But you know that I cook is я готовлю. So stress is on the o in the stem, not on the ending. That's why imperative will be with the soft sign. Готовь. Or готовьте. Let's compare it to write, писать. Пишут, we drop the ut, we also got the consonant, пиш. But if we look at the I form, at the first person singular, it was Пишу. The stress was on the ending. That's why we have to say пиши. Готовлю. The stress is on the stem. That's why готовь. Another example, to get up. Встать. Встанут. They will get up. We drop the ut, so we have встан. And я встану. I will get up. So the stress is on the stem. That's why the imperative get up is встань. So встань. Or встаньте. Some imperative forms are irregular, so they have to be memorized. A few examples are ешь, ешьте, eat. Пей, пейте, drink. Поезжай, поезжайте, go. Ляг, лягте, lie down. Вставай, вставайте, get up. And дай, дайте, give me. And don't forget that if you want to express the imperative for he or she, or they for third person, singular or plural, you have to use the word пусть or пускай that we discussed in the previous video. Пускай помоет посуду. I want him to wash the dishes. Or пускай напишет email. I want him or her to write the email. Пускай идут спать. I want them to go to sleep. Alright, and before we move to the next part, let's have some practice. The last topic we're going to discuss is the so-called collective numerals. In the song there is a line «Истина для двоих», the truth for the two. Russian has words like двое, трое, четверо, пятеро, шестеро, семеро. We also have words восьмеро and девятеро, but they are almost never used nowadays. These words are used to denote groups of people. If you participated in my previous marathons, you remember the cartoon Трое из Простоквашино, 3 from the Простоквашино village. So here we use трое as a group of people. These numerals are mostly used to denote groups of males. So we can say двое студентов, but две студентки. Трое врачей, but 3 медсестры, 3 nurses. So once again, use those numerals to denote groups of males. The usage of the collective numerals is pretty limited, so I'm going to list some nouns that you can definitely use them with. It is very common to use those numerals with the word children, дети. So we say двое детей, трое детей, четверо детей. У них 5 детей, they have 5 children. У нее двое детей, she has 2 children. We can also use the collective numerals with the word внуки, grandchildren, внуки. У нее трое внуков, she has 3 grandchildren. У них двое внуков, they have 2 grandchildren, etc. Very often, collective numerals are used with other nouns that I have not listed. For example, четверо инженеров or трое пенсионеров, 3 retired people. But you should understand that that's an attribute of colloquial speech. So if you want to sound more formal, you will have to say четыре инженера, 3 пенсионера. And if you talk about high-ranked people, you can only use cardinal numerals. So you will say 3 генерала, 4 президента. But not трое генералов, четверо президентов. It sounds too colloquial. We also use these numerals with adjectival nouns. These are the words that look like adjectives, but they are actually nouns. In Russian, they are words like знакомый, acquaintance, больной, a sick person, прохожий, a passerby. So we will say трое знакомых, 3 acquaintances. 4 прохожих, 4 passers-by. 5 больных, 5 sick people. One more way to use the collective numerals is when there is no actual animate noun in a sentence. So you want to say, there were 3 of us. In this case, you will say, нас было 3. There were 4 of them. Их было 4. Вас было 5. Were there 5 of you? Etc. Or something like, this room is for 3 people. Эта комната на 3. This room is for 2 people. Эта комната на 2. Let's share it between the 5 of us. Разделим на 5, etc. The collective numerals change in cases similar to adjectives plural, and they are followed by genitive case plural. So, двое детей. Детей is in genitive case plural. And let's use this phrase to see how we can conjugate these numerals in different cases. I saw 2 kids. Я видела 2 детей. Accusative case. She doesn't have 2 children. У нее нет 2 детей. I gave the book to 2 children. Я дала книгу 2 детям. Prepositional case. I was talking about these 2 children. Я говорила о 2 детях. We played with 2 children, instrumental case. Мы играли с 2 детьми. Or 5, 5 people. Мы видели 5. We saw 5 people, accusative case. And you see, I don't even use the word people actually. У 5 были проблемы. 5 people had problems, genitive case. Я позвонила 5. I called to 5 different people. Я говорила с 5. I talked to 5 different people. Я рассказывала о 5. I told them about these 5 people. When we conjugate the numerals, we're going to use E for numbers 2 and 3. So двоих, троих, двоим, троим, двоими, троими, о двоих, о троих. And И for numbers 4, 5, 6, 7. So четверых, четверым, четверыми, о четверых. Пятерых, пятерым, пятерыми, о пятерых. Шестерых, шестерым, шестерыми, о шестерых. Okay, and now let's try to translate a few sentences.